All right, guys, back with another video. So I got something here. This is from Mark Nixon, and it's official. Question period is back on. It is September 15th. Pierre made his return back to the House of Commons and Parliament today. So Mark says, Pierre Poilievre roasts Mark Carney. Justin Trudeau was the warm-up crisis. Now we have the crisis man. All promises, zero delivery. Mark Carney, but we gave his 75-cent tax cut. Now everyone in Canada is rich. Take your pennies and go. So I believe this is the first exchange between Carney and Poilievre. There were a few of them today, and I'll be covering this as we go along. I do apologize for the delay. I just had a busy last couple days. But without further ado, we'll get into this, then we'll talk about it after like usual. And now, before we do get into it, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. And I appreciate you guys so much for doing that for me.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister mentioned how much had changed, and it's true. I look around this place, and when I left, there was a Liberal Prime Minister who was making excuses about breaking promises, running massive deficits, costs, crime, chaos were all out of control. And whereas today, we have a Liberal Prime Minister breaking promises, making excuses, running massive deficits with costs, crime, and chaos out of control. Mr. Speaker, when will the Prime Minister match the grand promises with the real change Canadians need?
Here, here. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I understand the Minister, or the...
So, he can't even get through his first sentence and he already has a gaffe. Did he just call Pierre Poilievre Minister? Like Prime Minister or something? See, even Mark Carney thinks that Pierre Poilievre would have or should have won the election. Of course, I'm just kidding with you that Mark Carney does not believe that, but that's still funny that he had a gaffe that early. This is going to be really bad for Mark, and it's going to get worse over time.
Minister, promotion. Come on over. I understand the Leader of the Opposition was busy. He missed the largest tax cut for 22 million Canadians. He missed the cut on the GST for new homes. He missed eliminating all federal barriers to trade. He missed, I hope I'll have another opportunity to finish a very long list of what the Leader of Opposition did.
See, again, it's, hey, we're removing this. This is what we're going to do. This is our promise. Yeah. 6 months, which I understand is not that long. It's still enough to get something done. And that tax break he gave people, what they're basically saying is we're going to rob you for millions and then give you a few dollars back, and you should applaud us for giving you a few dollars back. That's basically what they're saying. All they do is take our money and then they go, hey guys, here's a few $100s a year. You're going to be happy with that, right? See, we're fighting for Canadians. This is what I mean. This is why you cannot trust Liberals. Because they say things like they're fighting for us and they give us the crumbs off the table. That's all they do. That's all they've ever done. That's all they're ever going to do. It's ridiculous. I mean, what do you even say? Like, sometimes I'm just at a loss for words because it's just like, it's the same thing over and over again. And some Canadians somehow were duped into voting for these guys again. 1 term wasn't enough. 2 terms, 3 terms, now 4 terms. Will there be a 5th? It's too early to say. I don't think so, but my God, who knows? Doesn't seem like they have another Hail Mary to pull off. They did get very fortunate to win that last election, but that last election was also very strange. Like, the way the NDP fell apart and the Trump stuff, and then the Trudeau resigns and they get this Mark Carney guy to come. They don't have those same bag of tricks again. The NDP is not going to want to side with them very much, especially after Mark Carney denied them official party status. That pissed them off. They're going to piss off the Bloc, and of course they're going to piss off the Conservatives. That's what they do. They're going to piss off Canadians. They're going to ruin the country. It's what they do. It's just what they do. Now, the last clip I want to show you here for the day is from Bruce McGonigal. Pierre Poilievre slams Mark Carney for creating more inflation and poverty. Mark Carney brags about $200 billion in inflationary investment announcements last week and another $100 billion in housing yesterday. Record deficit spending means more inflation, not less. Let's have a look at this.
There's a lot more debt is what there is, Mr. Speaker. A lot more debt than we ever imagined would be possible. This is a prime minister who said we'd have the fastest growing economy in the G7. We have the fastest shrinking economy in the G7. He said grocery prices would go down. They're going up faster than ever before. He promised to create jobs. He has the second highest unemployment in the G7. He's really reminding us all of that sign at the bar, free beer tomorrow. But you come back the next day and the beer is still not free, and tomorrow never comes. Mr. Speaker, why is it that all of this Prime Minister's promises of yesterday turn into today's disappointments?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I think if we are going to build the strongest economy in the G7, and we will.
Oh, we will.
We need to be clear. We need to be clear about the scale of the crisis we are in. We need to be clear about the scale of investment that we need. $60 billion in new projects announced last week. $200 billion in investment announced last week.
Announced.
$100 billion in housing investment announced just yesterday. That's the scale of what we need.
You know, when you hear Mark Carney talk, you can see that the background, the chatter, the heckling that he's getting is really getting to him. Like, you can tell he keeps looking over, he stumbles a little bit, and you can tell he's a little bit flustered by it. He doesn't like being called out. Well, I can't think of an elitist who does like being called out, but you can really see that, you know, when they heckle him, he can't continue to talk through it. Even Justin Trudeau could do that. Now, sometimes he'd have his little temper tantrums and storm off, but at least he was able to talk through it. But Mark Carney can't help but react. They're throwing him off, and today is the first day. We're going to have a lot more of this, which is great. We need a lot more of this. We need a lot more of Pierre Poilievre, you know, telling everyone that Mark Carney is not here to make promises, or he's here to make promises but not keep them. He's not here to fix anything. He's here to finish the job that Justin Trudeau and the Liberal Party started. They've been saying the whole time, the whole 10 years, 11 years now approaching, that they've been in power, that we're here for Canadians, sunny ways. We're going to, you know, make sure that, you know, we're prosperous and we care about our young people and this and this. And then every policy they've created has made everything that sucks worse. Everything. But now we're supposed to believe that, oh, hey, we're doing this and we're doing that. Finally, after 10 years, we woke up in this new government, quote unquote, which isn't new. Carney's been part of that government as an advisor for 5 years. A lot of his cabinet members were Trudeau's cabinet members. So what exactly do you expect Canadians to think? Sorry, we're not going to believe you unless things get done. And if Mark Carney does, you know, build cheap, affordable houses, and he helps to get that done, and gets the crime down, and caps the immigration, and yada yada yada, all the things that I keep repeating, that Pierre keeps repeating. If he actually does some of that stuff, I'll give him credit. But I'm not going to give him credit until it's done. You know why? Because I don't think it's going to happen.